Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goofy Movies Podcast. Joining me live is Adam.
Live from my Volkswagen Jetta.
I didn't realize your name was Adam.
and live from his Volkswagen Jetta, Connor.
They only just let me out of work now.
You're listening to WKUM all the time.
Yeah, our lovely co-host here. It's currently had a lot of going on today, and he still was able to squeeze in by calling in on his phone. We love him for that.
But I was about to do this at work, so I got held up at work, and I was like, I'm about to just plug my phone in and start doing the podcast
here. And your friends are like, "Are you talking to yourself?" No, I'm doing a podcast right now. You do a podcast?
No. No, I'd be that, and then I'd be like, yes, I was talking to
myself. You would take that route.
I'm just crazy.
We're currently
your boss catches you, and it's just like, yeah, you can just go home. Don't bother coming to work tomorrow. This is your last day. And live.
And you go, phew, way better than him finding out that you do this podcast. We're currently recording episode 30.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wild, right?
How does it simultaneously feel like there should be less and more at the same time?
Yeah, it's wild.
It feels like it's insane that it's gone this far. But also, it feels like we've been doing it longer than that. It feels like there's 500 of these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I've been doing this for years. But at the same time, when I see the number 30 or like any of the numbers that we get in general, I'm like, wow. Bro, did you know we had 12 likes on the first video?
Really?
12 likes?
Yeah, like 12 thumbs up, no thumbs down.
We're upgrading from views to likes?
Well, no.
That's fucking wild.
Well, because typically we get like we get like 3 likes per video. And I'm assuming that's probably like, not to be rude, Adam, but I'm assuming that's you. I'm not sure. One of them might be Connor, but I assume yeah. I don't do it because I kind of feel like it is a tad bit like masturbatory. So I kind of like
yeah.
So I don't do it.
Just a little bit. I don't do it either. It feels disingenuous.
Yeah, exactly. It just kind of yeah, exactly. So yeah,
because then if you say like, oh well, we have 12 likes on this video, it's like, but actually we have like 9 or 10.
But so yeah, I don't. So I don't know where the other ones come from. I'm assuming one of them comes from our fan, Maya.
It's from our one fan and all of her alt accounts.
Well, we have 2 fans, actually.
What? Really?
Well, yeah, because remember, Kat's mom listens to us.
Oh, Kat's mom does listen. I'm sorry, Kat's mom. I'm sorry.
But I don't know if she hits the like button.
That'd be funny if she was like, I listen to it. I catch every episode, but I do not like it.
No, she's like, no, it'd be funnier to me. She's like, he did say to hit the like button.
Yeah, I only do that if they tell me to.
So. We love you, Kat's mom. But yeah, so but yeah, I don't know where I actually don't know where the rest of the likes came from. So yeah, because my friend, I was hanging out with my friend this past weekend, and she asked me, she's like, "You do that podcast, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." She's like, "Why have you never sent it to me?" And I was like, "I feel like I've told you about it." It's like, "Yeah, but you never sent it to me." And I was like, "Yeah, but I told you it's called the Goofy Movies Podcast. You look it up, I'm there." And she
it's the only one that, believe it or not, it's the only one of these that
exists. So yeah, so we pulled it up while we were in her car, and I saw my video, and I was like, "Wait, we have 12 likes? What?" I just, it was something that completely went over my head to even look at. I only say I say it because I know it helps the YouTube algorithm. To kind of put it out there. The more engagement you have, the better they promote you. But yeah, I was just I was like it warmed my heart that like complete strangers are like, yeah, we like it. Uh, that video is at
Yeah,
that video has 321 views now.
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, right.
Episode 2 has like 92 last time I checked. It's almost there.
God dang.
Yeah,
Um,
that that is pretty wild.
it is really wild.
I just think it's hilarious that our only comment on that video on the first episode is just a guy going, "What?"
It's true. Uh, um,
And
another,
he's right.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, I was talking about this a little bit before we started recording. Was the fact that you're in your car is actually reminds me of a podcast idea I had way back in the day. Because you know when you drive with a group of friends, you just end up having like really weird conversations.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Like whenever it's like three to four of you in a car, like five obviously, like 3 to 5 of you in a car, you just kind of like end up talking about whatever for a long time. So what my idea was to hook up a car with a bunch of microphones, maybe some cameras so you could look inside, and you would travel to different uh restaurants and like get food, like eat food and like just talk.
Oh, I think I remember this idea. I remember this.
Yeah, like we would compare
Yes.
different Wendy's to each other too. like 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 go like I think one of the funnier ideas we had is like, can we go to a fancy restaurant and have them bring the food to our to our
in the
car
parking lot.
and eat in the parking lot in the car?
You have like a sirloin steak. Like, you're just sitting there in your fucking passenger seat. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, so that was an idea. Like, so like you being in the car reminds me of this idea that I had so long ago. Uh,
I like that idea.
yeah, I love that idea. Copyright me.
Hilarious.
I should have. You know, I just realized I probably should have said that on the internet, but fuck it.
That's okay. We'll cut that part out.
We'll cut that part out. But no,
Cut that solid gold big titted hit of an idea out.
but yeah. Okay. So so with all the preamble out of the way, anything you guys want to talk about, Goofy? Well, actually, first let me ask you how y'all's weeks were.
Uh, my week was. It could have been better. I've had worse weeks, but it could have been way better.
Hmm. How about you, Connor? How was your week?
Mine's good. I am like slowly like learning more about music and music recording, and I'm also trying to, within reason, like build out like I guess like studio parts because I really want to like get into recording and that kind of stuff. One of the things I did, and I'm still waiting to get it back, is I dropped off one of my guitars to a friend of mine, and now he's like fixing it up and like doing some modifications, and I'm very hype to get it back.
Have you?
So I'm.
No, go on.
No, go ahead.
No,
No, I was done.
have you ever like thought about like renting a studio, like to try?
I've thought about it, but I need to. So, I guess in my head, I'm like, I would need to utilize all that, like every minute of that studio time, because,
Well,
like,
so
I'm just not at the level of musicianship that I'd like to be. So,
well,
like, if I go into a studio, I want to make sure that I have all my bases covered and know exactly what to play and like how to play it and like be good to go. Because like the last thing I would want is to like spend on that and then.
well,
You
I
know,
mean
it's
that's
like they charge you by the hour or so.
well, yeah.
Sorry, what
Well,
did you say?
well, I mean, like that's how studios work. Like you typically record your demo on your own recording equipment,
Right.
and then like when you have the idea laid out, like bared, once you have that demo and you're like, okay, I know I want. Then you go. I was just curious if you ever thought about it. but
No,
yeah.
because there are places around
Oh, of
New
course.
Jersey, like all over, and it sucks now because I guess a lot of people. There's one guy I met who used to have like a studio, and now he's not really doing any of that because of COVID. So
Oh.
it's kind of sad, but like one cool thing. It's got nothing to do with Goofy or the podcast, but just like an interesting tidbit is this year, or maybe like 2020, was like the highest surge in like guitar and recording and musical equipment in like years, just because people are like stuck at home, starting a new hobby, that kind of stuff. Like, so it's actually it sucks with this virus, but I do find that little aspect very like heartwarming and very like
That like so many
it makes me
people,
feel good.
there's so many people are trying
Yeah.
to participate in the arts, the music art.
Yeah. I think it's great. Like that's awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much what my week's been. Just that and working. I went to the beach for the first time in a while.
Oh, that's
Saw a
cool.
Really?
lighthouse. I masturbated furiously. I mean, like all that kind of stuff.
Just guy things, yeah.
Just guys being dudes.
But yeah, shit. Um, yeah. My week was fine for the most part. Yeah. Just hung out with friends. Worked. Nothing particular of note.
You went down to you went down to Philly, right?
Oh yeah, I hit up Philly this weekend.
Word.
That's cool.
Yeah. I saw Doctor Sleep for the first time.
How'd you like it?
It was really good. Very, really, really good, surprisingly.
That's that's what I've heard. Is like that's what Brian said at least, that he was like shocked that it was as good as it was.
Yeah, it was. But yeah. All right, now that we got our weeks out of the way, anything y'all want to talk about when it comes to Goofy? Jesus Christ.
Goofy related.
I think that. Do you think they're gonna do anything related to him now that the DuckTales? It's DuckTales, right?
Yeah, DuckTales.
Yeah.
So that's actually something me and Adam talked about last week. Was DuckTales did such a phenomenal job as an animated series, including so many like little things. Like so many references. Like there's a references to gargoyles and fucking.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because
That's awesome.
What's the guy? Who's the voice actor for the main guy in Gargoyles?
Garrett from Thief. I forget his name.
Keith. Is it Keith Davidson?
Is it Keith David?
Is
it Keith David? He plays Goliath.
He talks like this. What's it called? Like, there's a character who basically does the gargoyle transformation, and he goes, "I am alive again," and he says the fucking line, but as soon as he's done with the sequence, he says to himself again, because
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking great, and I especially with the advent of Disney Plus, I would like them to do a full Disney Plus only show of Goof Troop. But I would personally prefer it to take place after the original Goof Troop. I would like it to take place after the original Goofy movie. Maybe not after that, but maybe before that. I would prefer to get Max in high school. I think me and Adam both came down to that, right, Adam?
Yeah.
Like
we said, we saw his
Say, Connor?
No, Adam was talking.
No, you get in here.
All I said was, so it's like an interquel?
Well, I think it would be... I think it would be... Yeah, I think it would be nice to set up how he knew Bobby, how he got to... develop the crush on Roxanne. There's a cast of characters that we don't know a lot about. And I would like to see them get further development in a prequel series. So because again, one of the things and you know, it's really like one of the things we've mentioned multiple times in this podcast is the fact that we pointed out the fact that like Max and Bobby and and like Bobby and PJ aren't really friends. They're more of acquaintances from the way to present them in a Goofy movie. But by the time
No,
we hit,
and PJ are good friends.
no, PJ and Max are good friends. I said PJ and
but
Bobby.
No, Bobby's a dick in the first one.
Well,
He's like a fair weather friend, where like he'll be like, "That kid's a fucking loser," like as soon as he's out of earshot.
I haven't heard that term, but I'll remember it. But that's a really like sinister, like as if like you guys are one of them. I don't mean that. But oh shit. But no, yeah, like the whole it's just like they seem more like acquaintances. Like they know of each other more than like they're actually have like a real developed really. And someone actually brought that up. Like I was like on Twitter and I looked up a Goofy movie and people are talking about this today on Twitter, which is wild to me. And someone was like, it was like, yo man, Bobby was a flake of a friend, dude. And I was like, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
That's
man.
funny.
I was like, bro, like it's so like it's so weird. And there's this one person who tweeted like I just watched an extremely Goofy movie the first time. I have so many questions, and I was like, I have a whole podcast. I have a whole podcast.
You were like, I got a whole lot of answers, baby.
I basically was. I was like, look, if you actually want to add some answers, I can give you as many as you. Like one of them was like, where's the mom? Where's Pet? And I was like, look, I have a lot of theories in work right now.
We answer that question around episode 12.
If you look at our episode 3 of Red Herring, our theory begins there.
Yeah, it's funny because I posted about it on like I'm on like dating apps and shit. I asking about my podcast.
Base.
Just ask me. They do ask me, so like, what's your podcast about? I'm like, well, funny you asked that.
Yeah, like it's like it's kind of insane, like that there is still discourse. Oh, okay, I guess. To the viewers at home, yes, I'm still in the car, and this asshole's had his blinker on down the entire fucking street. But yeah, like so. Sorry, I'm blinded with rage. Can someone else?
I knew it. I said it.
He did have said that was gonna happen. Amazing. Wow. Yeah, but it is amazing. People are still talking about it as much as they are.
Right.
And like it still means a lot to them. Like it's wild. Like for example, something Adam you shared on Facebook. It was like they were like, oh, they showed like these four soundtracks. You could only keep 3 of them, and one of them is gone forever. And it was like Mulan, Hercules, Tarzan, and a Goofy movie.
It was 6. It was 6 altogether.
Oh, it was 6 altogether.
Yeah.
Lion King.
What were the other 2?
One of them was Lion King.
Aladdin.
And then Aladdin. Yeah. So, and like...
First off, well, all right, no, you make your point, and then we're going to talk about this.
Well, so my point was going to be the fact that a Goofy movie was even on that list. It's insane that it still resonates that much to people. And when I was looking up a Goofy, and the fact when I was looking up a Goofy movie, people were like, "What's your favorite Disney soundtrack?" And the amount of times I saw a Goofy movie be in like people's number 1 or in their top 3 was wild. I mean, I know I was looking for it, but I saw that a lot. People were like,
but you see it a lot, yeah.
Well, like people were like,
that makes sense.
It's just like the sheer number. I was like, dang. And the fact people were liking it, retweeting it, and being like, yeah, same. Like, it was crazy. But so you have opinions on that whole?
Just real quick, for what as a response to what you said.
Yes.
I think it's because it's one of the more grounded, like, for a movie about a cartoon dog, it's really a movie about like a father and son, and that's, you know, such a universal like story. Like, it's so that touches people. You know what I mean? I know I'm not making a lot of sense, but that like touches people, and people like remember that. You know, like, and I'm saying that's a good thing. Like, I'm not.
No, yeah, 100%.
Not to his detriment.
100%. Like, we asked our audience once, like, do you feel excluded by a Goofy movie because it's inherently a father-son story? We asked our some of our female viewers, and they're like, no.
A random female.
We asked a random female, have you seen a Goofy movie? God, who are you? Get out of my house! No.
She said, "Go." She said, "How did you get in my room?"
But yeah, no, but we asked our audience, and like, I remember them, like, some one of the, like, they were like, no, like, I think I can very much relate to this, like, despite it just inherently being a father-son story. I really relate to the idea of being kind of like a rebellious, like, teenager, you know, kind of wanting to strike out on your own, and, you know, young, like you say, a lot of those themes, despite, like, yes, it's father-son, but, like, you know, the idea is kind of like universal nonetheless.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true too. Like, not to be corny or like, or use a pun, I guess, but to literally stand out, to, you know, like Max's wants and desires are not different from a lot of teenagers and kids his age. Like, to be a rock star, to be Tevin Campbell ostensibly. To be, like, you know, he watched a lot of Fresh Prince, and his favorite episode was the one where Tevin Campbell sings to.
Is Tevin Campbell in a Fresh Prince?
Yes, he's in one episode of Fresh Prince, and he sings to the little sister. I'm blanking on her name right now.
I want to say Veronica.
It is 100% not Veronica.
Ashley.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
but that's actually something interesting you point out, is like the whole. It's actually kind of funny because all the songs.
Tatiana Ali.
What?
Oh no, that's her name. So Tatiana Ali is the actress, but I forget. I guess it's Ashley, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is.
All the songs, all the vocal songs in a Goofy movie are extremely literal. Like, they don't do any. They're not subtle at all. Like, Eye to Eye is literally, like it's literally like them, like, it's like two people coming together, and it's like literally they're seeing eye to eye, but then it's like one person, and it's like the fact is the number two is like kind of like, oh, I and I make two. Like, it's so not subtle. In any.
Could you make that? This is a genuine question. Could you make that argument? We're still going to come back to the Disney music.
Yes,
Could you make that argument for any of the Disney music?
Well, I'm saying, like, I mean, maybe.
Except for like something like "Let It Go," which is vague enough to be also a like top 40 hit.
Well, that's fair, but like,
you know.
Well, I'm saying I think another. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you could probably make that argument with most Disney songs, actually.
I think it was really brave of Disney to push Lester's Possum Park as the number one single from the movie. That was a really strange move, but I think it paid off.
Yeah, but no, yeah, all the songs are like all the. But okay, so this is, I don't know. It's all very like literal, and so like there's like no questions, because you know what, I'll say this is the big difference. A Goofy movie, as far as I would say, doesn't actually have as many musical numbers as other Disney movies.
No, it really doesn't.
But like, they're so important to showing us like a key detail about a character. The only one that breaks that formula is Lester's Possum Park, actually. But
unlike, say, the Gnome song from Frozen, it's at least short.
Well, it's
You
a
know,
least short, but you could also argue that
and it's funny.
it's funny, but you can also argue that like it's just like, oh, this is a song Goofy loves, so like it's a very important song to him, so you can kind of like like you can kind of get the disconnect between Max and
Well,
Goofy in that like that whole music number.
now here's another question: is the rest of the music other than Lester's Possum Park? Oh no, and I guess at the very end, I2I at the end are they diegetic or non-diegetic? Meaning,
Um,
are they songs within the world, or are they abstractions of what the characters are feeling? Actually, I feel as though On the Open Road is also non-diegetic, or wait, I forget which one's which.
Diegetic is like it's like exists in the world, like it's currently happening. I
Right,
think
non-diegetic.
I think technically everything is diegetic except for um the after to no the standout reprise. I think that's the only song that's not diegetic. If we're gonna
non-diegetic.
Yeah, that's non-diegetic.
Mm.
Because yeah, again, like we're talking about because this is this is the thing that's really interesting about a Goofy movie, especially compared to a lot of other Disney projects. It's because it's so intertwined with the animated format, and I mean by like actually though, like because like, you're like, oh well, Mulan's animated, yeah, but like Make a Man Out of You doesn't. It's not actually it's not a song that's actually being sung in the world. It's a non-diegetic song. It's a montage song, but it's like it's not
The
actually
people who are singing are not actually singing it.
exactly. Like you could argue like A Girl Worth Fighting For might be diegetic because that would be a good marching song.
Yeah. Bring Honor to Us All, Reflection.
Reflection's totally not a non-diegetic song. Totally not. Totally a non-diegetic song. But like a Goofy movie, because it comes from the world where breaking out like it's so cartoonish and like outlandish that breaking out into musical numbers is a part of the reality of this world.
And I think that the fact that everyone joins in during during On the Open Road, for example, proves that it's fully diegetic. Like that song, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But you can ask this of any musical. Are musicals diegetic or non-diegetic? I guess you could say soliloquies are, or like
I would
solos,
say I would say most of them aren't. Like I actually have this. I've always argued this idea that I would love to produce a Phantom of the Opera play and make every non-diegetic music moment just dialogue.
Okay.
So like one of the big songs from Phantom of the Opera is All I Ask of You. That is 100% not a non-diegetic song. Because Raul's not a singer. Why would Christine just start singing like to this guy? Like what it is inherently it's just their conversation being like, hey, you know what? Forget your fears. I'm here, all that stuff. But the the Phantom's reprise of All I Ask for You is a diegetic song because he's such a musical genius, quote unquote. That
he's literally performing the song.
Well, he would hear their words and immediately be like, I can make a song out of it. And he would perform it right there and then because he's such an insane music genius type of deal.
Was he a self-insert for
no
Andrew Lloyd Webber?
Well, because he's not because Phantom of the Opera is based off a book.
Oh. All right.
Well.
Well, hey, I gotta go.
Well, actually, because I haven't read the book, so I actually don't even know if this is true. But he could still be a self-insert because all Andrew Lloyd Webber's original plays suck, and the only ones that are moderately good are the ones that are like based off of other properties, i.e., Phantom and Cats.
That's really funny.
Yeah, dude, have you listened to the Phantom sequel?
No.
It's it's it is high school girl fan fiction trash, bro.
Are you serious?
It's so bad, bro. It is.
I did not know this. I didn't know there was a sequel.
Yeah, he made a sequel and he tried to make it run on London Broadway and it completely failed. So it ran in Australian Broadway where it found some success. But like
Wow.
but the thing is, he clearly wanted it to be like a New York Broadway show because it takes place in New York on Coney Island, bro. It's so dumb, so stupid. I can I could talk about this for a long time. So let's to cap it off.
That'll be the secret episode.
The secret episode, but just to cap it off. But yeah, I like what's it like I always had this cool idea that like if you were to like make the majority of Phantom like I think a good example for Phantom is like there's the song Masquerade, you know, Masquerade.
Yeah.
All those people are not singing. That's not a thing. There's no way that's a thing.
Right.
So.
I guess it depends upon the circumstances.
But
Goofy, the movie presents us with a world that's like so like cartoonishly silly that it's like it makes sense that they don't break in a song.
Yeah, it's
all like be perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I see what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like the lines between like reality and like what's not is like it's like up and down. You know, it's like because it's not like an animated feature, like that's trying to like kind of like do this own reality. Because Mulan's based off of like a real historical figure. Hercules is based off a Greek myth, which is supposed to be presented as this like Greek god. You know, you know, all that. Aladdin is based off of an old novel.
Alibaba, like
yeah,
the 1001 Arabian Nights.
Yeah,
1001 Nights, I think it was called.
Yeah, the Arabian Nights, essentially.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're all based off of things that were trying to be grounded in reality, while the reason why a Goofy movie stands out from that is that it's based off a cartoon. Like it's a animated feature about a cartoon that was started as a cartoon. So where the laws of reality, this is like again like there's no way Mulan could have got away with a car exploding and Mulan being like, "Gosh, I fell through the roof," you know, because that just would have completely ruined it.
I bring dishonor to my family. I fell through the roof.
Yeah.
I must commit seppuku.
Oh no! Wrong race, wrong nationality, friend.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, audience.
But no,
I'm sorry for that joke.
but no, but yeah, everything beside the standout reprise, as far as I can tell, is completely diegetic. Because again, like Max starting a musical number right outside of school, it's completely within the realm of possibility. And what's like he goes up the bleachers and everything, unless we're supposed to believe that he just kind of was like, yeah, I went up here, you know. It's like no, like that totally makes sense in this world that they would like, you know, break out into this song as like they did. After stand out, we know for a fact is diegetic. He's just being played through the PA, like the speaker system in the auditorium.
Nobody else but you.
Nobody else, but yeah, again, it's just something that could totally 100% exist in this world. That they would, if we're gonna consider, you know, on the highway, on the road, like as a song, then yeah. So yeah, as far as I can tell, everything's diegetic. Let's bring
The
it back.
only thing that's
Mhm.
non-diegetic is the montage when they're going to like play, like they're making pit stops and like going to places like the
Well,
roller
that's not a
coasters. Or
lyrical song.
I thought there was. I could be
No,
wrong. I thought I was wrong.
nah, because again, the only lyrical songs in Goofy movie is Eye to Eye, After Today, Stand Out, On the Open Road, Lester's Possum Park, and Nobody Else But You. Um, and yeah, again, and technically the Stand Out reprise, if you want to count that. But let's circle back to that Disney thing that like we talked about earlier, where it was like the 6 movies.
Mm-hmm.
So what, Connor?
Uh, yeah, all right, I'm home now.
Oh,
Uh,
We can
Dave.
tell.
yeah. Well, I'm not inside yet,
Hey,
so I'm talking on the phone.
it's all good.
I'm talking on my phone up to my face, as if
Nice.
I'm speaking on the real phone to a real person. But so yeah, like what I wanted to ask earlier was, look, Aladdin doesn't even belong on there because people only remember one song, first of all.
I don't
And the best Aladdin song is in the third movie, the third Aladdin,
know.
and it is "There's a Party Here in Agrabah." So
uh, I feel like
You,
that I kind of want to disagree with you
you,
because I remember the genie song the most.
yes, there's several songs from Aladdin that I hold. First off, Aladdin's
Uh,
was like my favorite Disney movie, like
Wait,
besides
you know what?
Goofy movie.
Okay, before you continue, what is the one song people remember from
I was gonna
Aladdin?
say, I was gonna say, "A Whole New World."
Or Whole New World, yeah.
Okay,
That was, and I'm like, and I'm over here, repping the actual goat Aladdin song from these
I mean,
shitty straight to VHS movies.
I have it on VHS. Don't disrespect that.
I love Aladdin and the 40 Thieves and the
yeah,
King of Thieves.
yeah. It's yeah. Again, we've talked about how great that fucking movie is.
Yeah.
But go on, Adam. You're saying?
Um, what was about like some of the great songs are on there. Like A Whole New World's my favorite. First off, like I said, besides Goofy movie, like Aladdin's like my like number one favorite Disney movie, and of course because the genie Robin Williams was fantastic. You got Never Had a Friend Like Me, Prince
Oh, that is a
Ali,
good song.
Yeah.
Prince Ali. Come
That
on,
is a good
that was
song
a
too.
Prince
banger.
Ali,
That's a banger too.
make way for Prince Ali.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whole New World.
Arabian.
And
Yeah.
Arabian Nights.
Yeah.
Arabian
Yeah.
Nights. Like
Uh,
Arabian days.
Forgot the name of the song that plays when he's running away from like the guards. Is it One Jump Ahead? Like,
Oh, yeah. I don't like that song.
No, that's a good song.
Dude, I do not care for it at all. Yeah, again, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I personally, not never been
yeah.
invested in that.
But yeah. A Whole New World's like my favorite of like like in terms of love songs from the Disney movies. It's my favorite love ballad, and I always like wanted to like
You
do
know,
a duet
my
singing
favorite
that with
love,
somebody.
uh, my favorite love ballad from Disney, hands down, has to be "I Know You." I've seen you once upon a dream.
Mm.
I love that
What
song.
is it from?
That's from Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh,
I know you. I've walked with you once upon a dream. I
um,
know you. The look in your eyes, such a familiar gleam. Yeah.
I
did you say
hate the Lionel
fuck?
Del Rey cover of that.
The what? What'd you say, Connor?
Did you say fuck?
No.
Oh,
Would you?
okay.
There's a Lana Del Rey cover of that song.
They made it for the Maleficent movie, a cover of that song. It's, in my opinion, objectively terrible. I don't really care for Lana Del Rey to begin with.
I like Lana Del
Like this,
Rey's music a lot, but it's like yeah, again, it's like she has to work in her own style. It's like how they got Lorde to do fucking Tears for Fear, that Tears for Fear song for the Hunger Games, and it just sounds fucking terrible.
I
It's
thought it
like
was Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I thought that was for the Dracula movie. 'Cause that's what it appeared in the Dracula movie. It was also for the trailer.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was actually recorded for the Hunger Games movie. I think it was Mockingjay.
I don't know.
Because it's on whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's terrible either way. um, but yeah, yeah, I can understand Aladdin. Like you wanted to keep Aladdin, but I'm gonna have a really to remind our audience, the movies were Aladdin, Hercules, Lion King. Wow, I okay.
Tarzan.
Tarzan, Mulan,
Mu-
and a Goofy movie.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna have an extremely controversial opinion. I feel I don't give a shit about Tarzan soundtrack.
Yeah. You see, that's where you and I disagree.
Like I've never cared. Like, dude, honestly, I forget that there's different songs because they bleed in. So, they sound all the same to me, and I'm like, I cannot. All I know, the only song I remember is "The People Like Me," and I know there's another song in that movie, but whenever I think about it, oh well, there's only like one other song in that movie that's like different, and it's the fucking I don't even know the name of it. It's the one where that girl ape sings it. The
Shooby-doo, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-da-ba-doo-da.
yeah, that I don't know. I don't even know the name of that fucking song. I just know that it's a scat song, scatting song. Yeah, like I've never cared about the Tarzan. Like it's really funny that I bit my tongue for a very long time whenever people share those memes. Be like, be like, oh, ironically enough, Tarzan, I'm pretty sure directed also by Kevin Lima, uh, who is, as we know, the director of a Goofy movie. Um, it's like when Kevin Lima told Phil Collins to make the soundtrack. He's like, "Can you like make it like 10% less good? Because this is just a movie about monkeys, dog." You know. And I was like, I don't, man, whatever. Who cares? It's not even that great.
I disagree with you there.
Yeah, name another song.
From Tarzan, there's Two Worlds, One Family. You'll Be in My Heart, Son of Man.
You
You know
see,
those.
all those songs
I
sound,
fuck hard with Son of Man.
all those songs just sound the same
And
to me.
I'm
It
pretty sure In the Air Tonight was on there.
No, in the air tonight, it's
No, it
Lion King.
wasn't.
No, 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 no. Coming in the Air Tonight.
Oh, oh,
I can feel the air.
I know it
Come.
was not in that movie. No, what? There was no original songs. They had no licensed music in that shit. They don't do licensed music in like an actual original, like theatrical release. It's not a thing they typically do. Um,
They did in Treasure Planet,
they
interestingly.
did do that in Treasure Planet. What
Yeah.
song was it that they used?
It was, oh, it was,
Because it
oh,
wasn't it wasn't
shoot.
Iris by Google Dolls because that was Titan AE,
Uh,
right?
Titan AE is like a different, shittier movie.
It is a different shittier movie, but they did use wait, no, did he? No, I might get
I know
mixed.
DreamWorks. DreamWorks is always down for the like,
Oh, licensed? Yes, 100%.
yeah.
But
Absolutely. I mean, Smash Mouth. Come on.
uh, actually, I think I'm wrong. I think I have it mixed up. I think Titan AE used Higher by Creed, and and and
Is
and
incredible.
uh and I think Treasure Planet used Iris by Google Dolls. I think I had it mixed up.
It might have been Iris.
You know, yeah.
That's hilarious. Wasn't that song made for another movie? Was the movie with what's his name, Nicolas Cage, where he's an angel that gives up being an angel to be on Earth for a woman?
I don't think it was made for a movie. I think it's just been
Because
licensed.
the lyrics were literally like for the movie, like "Give up forever to touch you," because I know you can feel me somehow,
I
and I
think
don't want the world to see me.
I think it was a really
Swear to
happy
God.
coincidence. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. That song's still popular to this day. I think I got kind of tired of it like 2 years ago.
Faith in what you most believe in.
Is that from that song?
No.
Yeah, originally written for the soundtrack of the 1998 film City of Angels.
Wow,
I was right.
That is
Boom.
fucked up.
that's funny.
City
But yeah, so I've never cared about the Tarzan soundtrack. So that's one. I don't give a shit. I don't. As the years has gone on, the less of a shit I've given about Lion King. I really, as
I
a
feel
whole,
that.
The only really undeniably good song in Lion King is for the villain song "Be Prepared." Because come on, you turn a fucking hyenas into fucking Nazis.
look,
Come
you're
on, that's hilarious.
it. What? That's hilarious.
It is. They're doing the fucking Nazi march and fucking.
I don't think that's the word I would have used for that, but
I mean, that is what he is right. Like, it's designed after like Nazi propaganda.
it is
films,
totally.
where
It's
they're
totally.
They're literally goose stepping.
Oh, there are goose stepping, but like I don't think the intent was to be funny. I'm pretty sure it's be like, ooh, the villain. Look how scary they are.
And what's
you
so
don't
really
think
hilarious.
Go on, Adam.
I was gonna say there was also like a fun. Well, it's not funny. It's just like a fact. Was that Jeremy Irons blew his fucking voice out singing that song because he had to scream the line, won't get a sniff without me, and just scream it at the top of his lungs, and it fucked his voice so badly he couldn't finish the song.
I
They
totally
had to have
forget.
Jim Cummings had to do the rest of the song, which wasn't thankful. I mean, which to be fair, there wasn't much left, but that's just like a thing.
Didn't Jim Cummings redo the whole thing?
I mean, he probably would have to.
Oh no, I think I'm thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
Because Jim Cummings, there's an animated film where Jim Cummings does he does the singing voice for a character, but not the regular speaking voice, and I think it's like Anastasia.
No, isn't it Nightmare?
What?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
It might also be Nightmare Before
No.
Christmas. I don't know.
Just
I've
Jim
never
Cummings
seen it.
does Jack's regular voice?
No.
No, I thought no.
Wait.
Jim Cummings?
No.
What am I
not
thinking
at all.
of?
That's Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman
Yeah,
was the
that's-
singing voice.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Danny Elfman. Yeah, I get those two confused.
Jim Elfman.
I just
Danny Cummings.
yeah, it's just like their names kind of like just like switch in my head. I don't know why, but no, yeah. So like, I've never really like because like look, there are a lot of fun songs, the circle of life, and it moves the sound. There's that.
It's an iconic opening. It's iconic.
It's a very iconic opening. Hakuna Matata is popular.
It's a fun song.
I'll be honest, like Be Prepared. I don't remember that song a single lick. Like everyone talks about
Guess
it.
you aren't prepared.
I'm not. I've never like re-listened to it, and I genuinely don't care. I'll be honest.
You're not prepared to talk about it?
I am prepared to talk about it actually because every single time they talk about the Disney villain songs, they always put "Be Prepared," but they never put fucking "Savages," which is bullshit.
I mean, no, that's a good song.
"Savages" is probably the third best villain song in all of Disney.
My all-time favorite villain song is always Hellfire.
Hellfire's the best villain song of all of Disney. That's fact. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Connor?
What? Would I agree? Yeah, I would agree with that.
Hellfire's number one because it's perfect. It's
Because you know what? Most of the music in that movie is fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
not all of it.
Yeah,
So
hell yeah.
like, it, but yeah, it's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that that's in the movie.
Oh, it's wild.
Him,
And
like singing about his like lust for the
yeah,
beautiful woman.
beautiful woman, gypsies.
And he's like, yeah, and it's fucking brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's great. It's fantastic. Uh,
That's another really good movie that I grew up with. That was one of the ones that like.
it's so wild that like that movie's kind of been snubbed through the years. Like some people like don't know about it
Oh yeah. Yeah, nobody talks about it, which is bullshit.
because
And
it's
when it was finally in Kingdom Hearts, it was in one of the shittier games.
it really was. It's really funny because like whenever people bring up conversations, I'm like, okay, so let's talk about the real best Disney movie, Hunchback of Notre Dame. I always do that. Even though I look, I know this is a Goofy Movies podcast, but respect, you got to give respect where respect due. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I think the second best villain song in all of Disney is "Friends on the Other Side" from Princess and the Frog. That song is
Yeah.
so good.
And that movie's great.
I love that movie, but that song is like that song alone. Like if I were to rate that movie from like a 1 out of 10, that song would give a point to that movie automatically because it's just how good it is. You know.
I've never seen the movie, but I've heard the music in it, and the music is really good.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So yeah. Getting back to our list, I don't give a shit about Tarzan, and I don't give a single fuck about Lion King.
Wow.
And I goes like yeah, and like the what's the song? Like can you feel the love tonight? That's also Lion King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I
About two lions having sex.
about two lions having sex. Yeah. So yeah.
The scene. You know what? You're right. It's a scene that jump started a lot of furries, probably. So.
Probably.
So.
Fuck
no
you,
more
Caro.
It's now legal.
So yeah. Like I don't okay. So after that we're left with Mulan, a Goofy movie, Hercules, and what?
Aladdin.
Aladdin. I love Aladdin. I love Aladdin with all my heart. It is one of Disney's better movies and it has fantastic songs. But it doesn't have you know one of the it's the song every man loves. Like we are men, man. We are just men, and the second that song is sung, every man feels it in their heart. From Mulan, right?
Mm-hmm. I know that's what you're building up to.
Like it's almost like instinctual. It's crazy, and also I with Hercules, like I love all of Hercules' music, but it also has my favorite Disney song of all time in it, which is
Which song is that?
I Won't Say I'm in Love. I love that. That's one of my favorites. That is my favorite Disney song. It's a banger of a song. It is my favorite song in all of Disney. So, and I have to cut out Aladdin, and I have to keep a Goofy movie because I listen to that soundtrack all the time.
I put it on my playlist at work.
Dude, Eye to Eye, Stand Out. Like, I know I've talked poorly about Stand Out, but like, I'll be honest. Actually, after starting this podcast, I really listening to the soundtrack a lot again. It's a banger. I still don't like the talking part, but it's still a banger. So yeah, like those are the reason why my choice is it's going to be Hercules, a Goofy movie, and Mulan. It's just like you could argue that their soundtracks overall aren't as Even though I love Reflection. Reflection is one of my favorite
I love
fucking.
Reflection, and I want to also
True to Your Heart is pretty
a
damn
girl
good.
worth fighting for.
A Girl Worth Fighting For is so good.
That song rips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You know what? I like Bring Honor to Us All. I like that song a lot.
Yep.
it's
I
really,
like.
it's really nice.
No, I really love True to Your Heart. Like fucking, Stevie Wonder killed it with the fucking harmonica solo.
Hmm.
It's damn good. I love Mulan and fucking a lot. Eddie Murphy was great. That was one of his better roles.
Definitely. But yeah, so God damn it. But yeah, so like those they I don't yeah, again, I don't know if your guys' choices are different than mine, but that's my thought process behind my choices. I like
Very astute.
what about you, Adam?
Well, obviously number one is right off the bat. I think all of our choices are going to be it has to be the Goofy movie soundtrack. I mean, we've been doing fucking 30 plus episodes. To say that it's not on there, it's hypocritical.
I mean, we've discussed the music so many times at this point.
Yeah, the music is a fucking bangers and stuff. Like I said, like I put Eye to Eye and Stand Out on my playlist at work, and it's funny how people be coming in and be like, "Yo, is this the songs from Goofy movie?" I'm like, "Yes." Um, I also like. I mean, for me, it's like obviously the weakest link for me on that whole list was Lion King. Like the movie, I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's one of the more overhyped Disney movies.
It's
Well, yes,
the
like I
moment
said, be
the moment someone told me it was just Hamlet was the moment like that movie was like ruined for me forever.
like yeah, Be Prepared is fucking great. Like good, it's a good villain song. Like I said, Circle of Life is iconic. I'm not gonna deny that. But every other song is just kind of like whatever. Like In the Air Tonight. It's like Kuna Matata is good, but it's just good. It's not So that's to me the weakest, like easiest to like choice to cut out.
Mhm.
I as much as I loved Hercules and the soundtrack, the fucking gospel, it's great. It's just like to my mind, I'm like the songs aren't iconic enough in my mind to like be like a choice for me. It's just like it's good, but like I can't really sit down and like think about like this name like how song like I only know like I Can't Say I'm in Love because you just brought it up. I don't really know off the top of my like Zero to Hero. That's the only song I know like off the top of my head by name.
Mhm.
I mean the training song's okay, pretty funny. I don't know. The movie's good. I'm not saying the
Go
movie's
the
bad, but it's just
distance.
like yeah.
That song.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's that. I prefer the what's his name? Cover.
You mean the Michael
What's that
Bolton
new?
version? That's like song in
Yeah,
that.
Michael Bolton. I
Yeah.
prefer that. Yeah. But it's just I had that was eliminated for me. Mulan was a hard choice for me to drop because, like I said, yeah, "Make a Man Out of You" is like the man's song, but it's just I I have I when I went back and listened to the Tarzan soundtrack and then the original songs, they really like resonated for me. Like "You'll Be in My Heart" really resonated for me for obvious reasons.
I get that.
Um, "Son of Man," I really liked it. It's just it felt like felt like it was speaking to me when I was like as that time I was like growing up, and I was just like I get I feel it. Um,
Mm.
those two songs really stand out the most to me in my mind. And of course, like I said, like Aladdin is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, and it has some of my and like a lot of the songs are so fucking good. Never Had a Friend Like Me. It's just fan fucking tastic. Prince Ali is so much damn fun. My favorite fucking love ballad, A Whole New World. I can't. Yeah, those were why those were my choices. Like if I could have picked a fourth, it would either be Hercules or most likely it would go to Mulan. But
Very
it was very
understandable.
hard. Like it was very hard. It was very like razor thin between like Tarzan and Mulan.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Now you heard our things, Connor. What about you? How'd you come to your choices in that list?
What were my choices in that list? Hold on, because I don't think I ever answered.
Oh, did you not? Do you have answers for it, or like, is it like too hard for you?
Um, well, I can eliminate a few of them. Hold on. If there's one I have it in front of me.
So yeah, I mean, like, talk to us like the ones that are easy to eliminate and why they're so easy for you to eliminate.
Hold on, I could probably eliminate like. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Hey man, totally understandable. It's just it be like that. Because yeah, like making the choices that I made were like is like, because yeah, again, like for me, removing Aladdin was like the hard choice for me. Um, because yeah, again, I do not care a single bit about the Tarzan soundtrack. I just don't. I don't know why. Um, I'm like hearing the songs in my head now, but I guarantee you, as soon as we're done recording, I will forget them by the morning.
Honestly, I'm probably similar to Adam in the sense that I would choose Mulan. You can only keep three, right? I would choose
Only keep
Mulan.
three.
Fuck Phil Collins. So the Tarzan's eliminated. Um, I do like Hercules, and I remember like thinking it was genius that they did like they sing about Greek gods, but it's like gospel music,
It is inspired.
and that's awesome. And whew, and probably and then probably a Goofy movie.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. I love like yeah. It's just why wouldn't you choose like why would so I love your reasoning for eliminating Tarzan was fuck Phil Collins, because yeah, totally.
Right? Like
But do you not like Elton John, Sir Elton John, and his song that he made for a Lion King? Huh?
I do. I'm not as big an Elton John fan as like as other people, like other real Elton John fans. I No, I think those are just my favorites. I really don't want to shit on Lion King,
Mm.
like, but I don't. Maybe it's just overplayed. I saw it on Broadway. It was really beautiful and great. I saw Tarzan on Broadway. It added a lot of music.
They had Tarzan on Broadway. I didn't even know that.
Yes, it added a lot of shit.
You know what? You know what Broadway show I really wanted to see? I wanted to see King Kong on Broadway, but like,
That exists.
yeah, they had this huge, crazy, like human controlled puppet that looked wild. I really wanted to see how that shit worked in action, but yeah, I never got a chance. But yeah, so yeah, we all chose a Goofy movie. Uh, I went with Hercules, and then uh
You feel as
Mulan.
though we have to choose a Goofy movie because why else are we all here?
Well, it's one of those. It's like, bro, we've discussed how much we love that music for so like I like look we've taken our jabs at Tevin Campbell uh throughout our podcast, like for fun, but we fucking love these songs. Like, yeah, again, like, um, fucking Christ. I was watching this video where I think it was like D23 or something, where they got Tevin Campbell to perform Eye to Eye live, right? And like they had like some dancers come out dressed like the dancers like from the Eye to Eye performance, and they were doing the dance performance that they were doing, and this fucking girl in the crowd was doing the fucking dance without missing a fucking beat, dude. Like, I would have like, look, we're big fans. I would have never thought to learn the choreography of these like backup dancers at all. You know,
Yeah.
like it really, really goes to show that people love the song, that they would remember the choreography. I mean, for fuck's sake, people cosplay Powerline and like play Eye to Eye and sing Eye to Eye dressed as Powerline. You don't see people dressing up as fucking Simba and singing, can you feel, can you feel it coming? You know? I I know I fucked up every song of that fucking thing.
All right. Couple things.
A couple of
Not
things.
the name of the song. That the song is not even in the movie.
It's not even in either movie. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, you don't see people. I've never seen a girl dressed as Ping, Mulan, male form, and just start singing, we are men, we are sisters of birth. I ain't seen that shit. But you know what I've seen multiple times? People dressed as Powerline singing Powerline songs. You know what? God, I know this is weird, but I really wish they would hire Tevin Campbell today to give us an entire like Powerline album, top to bottom. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
Uh,
was wild. What else would it even sound like? It would have to sound like a '90s album.
I mean, you can recreate them to that sound. People do that type of shit all the time. Look how many people make like '80s inspired music all the time.
Would sound pretty cool.
So we're coming up on an hour 8.
Damn, already.
I know. I really wasn't expecting to go this long today.
It goes to show how much we missed you last week, man.
Yeah, it was like a struggle getting to this point last week.
Hey man, well, happy to help.
Happy to help. You're an important part. But yeah. So, any last thoughts before we head on out?
No.
No.
I'm just glad Connor was back this week. He was sorely missed. Like I said, we and me could bounce off pretty well off each other, but it works even way better when there's a third party to just like keep the ball in the air.
Yeah, hacky sack is fun with 3. That reminds me, at work, I saw an old Asian couple play hacky sack in front of my job. It was like
That's
the
sweet.
sweetest thing I ever saw. And last thoughts. Hey man, Disney used to make a lot of great music, and I don't think they do such a great job nowadays.
No, they definitely goddamn do not. That said, I will give it up for the Tamatoa song from Moana.
Well, I was about to say,
Which
like,
one?
Otherwise, soundtrack not that great.
Tamatoa, which one's that?
The like crab villain.
That song,
Oh,
yeah, that
shiny and
portrayed
that's
by-
so I
That-
can't.
that's a
remember
very
that.
trippy, cool song. That's by one of the guys from Flight of the Concords, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that song is actually pretty cool.
I will say I do like How Far I'll Go.
Yeah, I like that song too.
And like the reason, because the reason why I like that song is because it actually is, it feels very tight to the character, while something like Let It Go doesn't. It just kind of,
Just so it could be about anything.
yeah, exactly. While every like lyric in How Far I'll Go is tied to Moana and like why like her wants and desires.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
I like Moana. I actually do like that movie.
I like Moana a lot. I just feel like it lacks a tad substance.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if they had, I feel like they just kind of wasted their time on things that I didn't care about, and I feel like if they had got to some of these things, or they fleshed out like other things than the things that they did, I would have like I think it like Moana would have been a whole. It would have been a really fantastic movie. But no, yeah. So, like, yeah, Disney, fucking, don't get Billie Eilish to write a goddamn song. Please, just get sure Elton John to do it again. But yeah, yeah, I love there's Disney music I like. Surprise, surprise. Well, thank you for listening to the Goofy Moves podcast this week, or whenever you're listening to. Please like, share, and subscribe. Put a comment. Shout out to Katamari for doing our thumbnails. A link to her Twitter is gonna be in the description. But yeah, so comment. We'll be reading them. Talk to us. We're always open. We're always free. Have good ones, wherever and whenever you are. We love you.
Hope you're having a great day, and if not, I hope it gets better for you soon. Peace.
So long.
Sayonara.